Hi, Genki Call here. It's Halloween. Happy Halloween. Have a wonderful and safe day out there, folks. I am here with you with the Key to Darkness world event for the week of October 31st, 2022. And I'm going to start with the scoring, which I absolutely hate. Because it's really screwed up. All right. The Onyx Giant and Ishtara, you're going to fight them every 4 battles. That's it. You have to fight them. The recommended order that you fight these are the Mirror Queen, then the Umbral Portal, then the Umbral Giant, and avoid Zephyros if you can. Um, and the note from Hawks here is that the above level and order and lowest level is generally best. It's a very, very variable event. You know, basically don't worry about it. Just avoid Zephyros if you can. The Mirror Queen, after like 40 battles, is going to be giving more points than the Umbral Portal does. So, anyway, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck to us all. And thank you so much to Hawks for all of the work she puts in. She did all the math on this stuff, and it just saved me a lot of work. So, thank you. Appreciate that. All right. So, the Key to Darkness. Let's look at the lore. The Onyx Giant is trying to enter Crystara through the Umbral Portal. We needed to stop him with the Prismatic Key. Defeat allies of the Onyx Giant and collect dark and light power to close the Onyx Giant's gateway. Huh. Alright then. So teams, you really only need one troop for this event, besides your hero, and that is Rowanne. Bogstrider is a fantastic mana generator. Shield of Urskaya with Rowanne is killer. But if you don't have the Shield of Urskaya, and if you're low level, you probably don't have it yet. So I have an alternate team for you, but the Shield of Urskaya scales with the enemy. It's boosted by all enemy attack. It gives you tons of armor, and it barriers yourself, and it barriers whatever you cast on if you have it maxed out. Actually, if you only have it to level 2, it will shield you. But you always want to cast on Rowanne, buff up her armor, and this goes through the roof. She will absolutely decimate. Even without medals, she will decimate with the Shield of Urskaya. But like I said, if you don't have her, I'm going to get to that in a second. I do want to say that if you have the Shield of Urskaya, this final troop here, put in whatever you want. You don't have to use honor. But it does boost armor of all allies. So here's what you do if you don't have the Shield of Urskaya. Use the Golden Cog. This is a free weapon. You don't have to, it's not a class weapon. You just have to get your red and yellow gem mastery up, and you will have this weapon. Give an armor to an ally current equal to their current armor. So cast that on Rowanne, boost her up, use honor to boost her up, Bogstrider for mana generation, and you should be absolutely fine in this event. But of course, I have a bunch of other, I have a bunch of other teams too. All right, we've already got a Valraven. I may use this a couple times just to show you how this works. If I could just get some mana, that would be great. Oh, we'll just do this. I want to be able to cast Avoid Zephyros. That's all we care about. Okay. If I could just get some green. Thank you. Alright, load things up. Kapow! And Bogstrider is very nice up front. You can put Bogstrider in front of the Golden Cog, and actually I would recommend that now that I think about it, because he entangles, but if you have him traded, he'll do entangle when doing skull damage. And by the way, the medals and badges for this event are boosting skulls and spells. Oh, I love it. All right, so watch what happens. Look at this. It's already at 266, and that's not factoring in anything else. Let's add this. And we've gone for 266 to 532. It's crazy. That's just with the Golden Cog, not even the Shield of Urskaya. So this is really all you need. But if you don't feel like using it, I have other teams. So, again, you're going to see Bogstrider on most of these teams. Double King Gobtruffle and the Arboreal Crystal Elementalist. You can use the Maraji Queen for a 50% mana start. Maraji Queen gives all elementals a 50% mana start. I have to cough, hold on. Sorry. You can use the Maraji Queen, but this is going to work just fine. So if you don't have two King Gobtruffles, look in the description box below. There's a list of other troops that you can use instead of King Gobtruffle, or if you just don't have King Gobtruffle, there's a list of other troops you can use in his place, but you know, Rowanne's probably going to be better. But let's show you this. I was grabbing the next team code. Just need to get some green. You don't have to use Elementalist on this. Using something with the Leaf Storm like, Archer class, Orb Weaver, Warden, that kind of thing, Barbarian, all of those have Leaf Storm, and that will get you mana more quickly. If you don't want to do this route with Bogstrider, you can do the typical, Forest Troll, Ocea's Tome, King Gobtruffle. The downside of Ocea's Tome is that it does not summon. However, it does create an ice storm, so you have lots and lots of blue for your team. So this is just another way to do the team. And again, there are other troops that you can use in place of a second Gobtruffle. Goodness gracious, Gobtruffle down below. I was grabbing another team again. So you really want to have 13 if you want to guarantee an extra turn here. So I'm just going to do this. And that's the downside of the trolls. It's the downside of the trolls is that this can happen, but... Alright, we'll just blow things up. Kapow! Ooh, we had an Umbral Storm. Now we have a Blue Storm. Now, Arboreal Crystal is still going to be great with this team because it creates a Leaf Storm, which will be better actually for looping with Gobtruffle. Just wanted to put in another choice there. So now we're going to show some, what is it, 5, I think? 5 Mythic teams, because it's fun to use Mythics. Not only that, I'm going to be using doomed weapons as well. Maraji Queen, 50% mana start for the whole team, and Bogstrider for lots and lots of mana. Mistralus is amazing. And, yeah, it's just gonna do lots of damage, and then the Maraji Queen will turn green gems into doom skulls. Doom. I had lots of options. In the end, I really do think that Rowanne's going to be the best team to use, but, that's just me. Alright, and we could start this off with a Dust Storm. That would totally be fine. I could blow away the other team right now just with this. This converts yellow gems to doom skulls, and the scatter damage alone would take them out. But we're just going to do this, just to show you that as long as she's not frozen, she's going to get an extra turn every time. And rearrange the board. So that's very cool. Next up, we have the first Phoenicia team. I have two. I've got 2 Phoenicia teams for you. So, my favorite, Scaleguard Protector, Phoenicia Magma Dragon. Usually I use a Leprechaun here. Can't use it, but we have Enchant and Explode, so not worried about it. Plus, Skulls. Ooh, Skulls. I love to blow them up. And 50% mana start. I'm just going to leave it with Elementalist. And grabbing the next team. Copy. Right. Do that, and Phoenicia is just... She's just going to blow everything away. Phoenicia and Magma Dragon are just really powerful together. So there's that. And we want to go for Umbral Portal. The next Phoenicia team is Bogstrider with Phoenicia, Magma Dragon, and the Doomed Blade. Now, the nice thing about Bogstrider, I already mentioned, he's going to inflict Entangle when doing skull damage, so that's going to keep these Doomed Skulls from the Doomed Blade from backfiring on you. And I'm gonna grab the next team. I used Doomed Blade for the next 3 teams. Or the next 2, rather. This and 2 more. Yep, I'm taking that. And blow things up. Meow. I'll just go ahead and do that. But you have Magma Dragon that can do damage to all enemies as well. He also gets a boost off of Umbral Giant. Off of all of the brown and red on the board. Doomblade, Bogstrider, Infernus, and Obsidius. Now, you don't have to use both of these. I recommend having Infernus here because he's going to burn all enemies on 4+ gem matches. And I'm using Slayer class with this. It's maxed out. You know, this is for people that just want to blow things away with Fireblade. It's maxed out. You become enraged when an enemy dies. You also become enraged when you get 4+ gem matches, and you do triple skull damage versus burning enemies. Obsidius is here basically for his 4th trait, although he can do some damage and get some extra mana for your team. He's mostly here for the stun, and the stun is just in case something is immune to, has skull damage reduction, for instance. So let's take this one in. Of course, I haven't tried it, and I won't be using this one because I have classes that I want to max out still, but I might play with it later on. I don't know. We'll see. Match 4, I'm already, I mean, on these early levels, I don't need Fireblade. I just kind of blow things away. But at least I can tell you about them. I should have done some of these, but I'm on a live stream, so I can show some more during live stream. So, Umbral Giant. Now, let me look at the scoring again. Let me look at the scoring. So, lowest level, right? It was lowest level. Yes, you want to go for the lowest level. So, we don't want to take this one, we want to take the lowest level. Although, to show you how this works a little better would be good. But, this is a good team. This is so good. Shabana Vespera is in the Soul Forge right now. She's going to give a random skill to an ally, create 9 gems of their mana color, then repeat 2 more times for random allies. If you've never seen her in action before, she's amazing. You want to put her on a monochrome team and always cast on one of these solid colors. She will cast on herself sometimes, and I really like to, actually, I'm using the wrong color here. Sometimes she, let's see. No, this is fine. This is fine. Sometimes she'll cast on herself, so you'll end up with some yellow or purple on the board, but what is it? Yellow Doom Skulls. Because Doomed Blade is not the one I usually use. Don't want to put the Doomed Axe in here because that's the one I usually do, but that's with a solid yellow team. You're inviting trouble if you put the Doomed Axe in here. Doomed Scythe, also very nice. I like to put that in here as well, but that's with a purple team, not with a blue team. Anyway, I digress. Let me show you how this works. And the Winter Imp. Now if you don't have 2 Winter Imps, it's okay. You can put the Emperor down here in the bottom slot. But this is true scatter damage, and every time Shabanu casts, she could be adding magic to them. Plus, every time you match blue gems, every time you match blue gems, you get +8 magic on this guy. So, really, really nice. The trick is going to be getting mana starting out, and you can use a new scepter up here instead of the Doom Blade, and that way you just get some mana for the doomed, for a new scepter, and then you cast and get some mana for Shabanu, and then you start looping. I really want to show you how this thing loops, so I'm just going to let them hit me with those skulls and not worry about it. Get some mana here. All right, watch what's going to happen here. Now, this could add to any skill. It could be magic or any of these. So right now this is 49 to all damage. We're going to cast on first slot because it could add, it added to health. It can add to attack. It can add to armor or, anyway. This is up to 83 scatter damage. Let's cast this again. I'm just going to cast this a few times to show you how this works. This is up to 124 true scatter damage. You see how this works? This is super fun. Ah, it's so fun. I'm going to go ahead and cast 140 true scatter damage. I mean, it's crazy. I love the Winter Imps with Shabanu Vesperis. So fun. So fun. Anyway, that's what I've got for you folks. I hope that you enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye!